It's Saturday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. We're in for a cold day in the Keys today. I went out just before 5 a.m. to take my morning walk and I about froze. I looked at the weather app and it was 59 degrees. This is supposed to be the springtime. I quickly ran inside, put on my hoodie, put on my stocking winter hat, put on my gloves, and off I went to bear the cold. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you'll be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about all the new listings from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors find out about them. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photographs, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. There's a lot more information on the blog, a lot more details about the homes on the blog, any unique features the home might have, things like projected room uses, room dimensions. There'll be photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the property happens to be waterfront or happens to have a pool, there'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage, photos of the pool. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com, and it's updated every day, including photographs, right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. If you like this video and you want to stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys at what price every day, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this each morning. And right next to the subscribe button, you'll see that thumbs up like symbol. Whether you're newly subscribing or a regular subscriber, if you can please click that like symbol. That helps me advance in the YouTube algorithm and it helps my channel grow. So I'd appreciate it if you could just click that real quick. Today we have 6 new listings to talk about. But before I tell you about the new listings, the state of Florida's legal department has to butt in and the lawyer needs to justify their existence. They make me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listing, and I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first one we have is a great estate-style home on a very large lot in the Meadows neighborhood in Key West. The Meadows is probably my favorite neighborhood in all of Key West. It's close enough to Duval Street that you could walk or easily take a bicycle, but it's far enough away that you don't have the tourists driving around, turning around in your driveway. You don't wake up and find beer cans in your front yard or drunks peeing in your bushes. It's a very quiet neighborhood. It's one of those areas that the tourists would drive by a million times and not even know it was there, and it's, for the most part, very high-end luxury homes. This particular house is on Eisenhower Drive. It's a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 2,177 square foot house. It's on an oversized lot, much bigger than most of the lots of land in Key West, which land in Key West is a very valuable commodity. It has a beautiful pool in the backyard, all tropically landscaped. Driving by the house, you can hardly even see the house with all of the landscaping on there. Very well put together. It has great curb appeal. It's a wonderful home. It's being offered at $4,200,000, which is a very good price for a house that size with a lot of land that size in the Meadows. Then in Key West's Midtown neighborhood over by the beach on Rose Street, we have a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,439 square foot house. This house has a very clean look to it. It all looks like it's a newer home, although it's not. It appears to be a newer home. Everything very neat. It has a nice pool in the backyard. It's being offered at $1,150,000, which is a good buy for a house that size with the pools that close to the beach. It's very close to Higgs Beach and Rest Beach. Then in the same neighborhood, 1 block over on Laird Street, we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,086 square foot house. Also very close to the beach, is 1 block from the house on Rose Street. It's got kind of a unique price on it, but I'm not sure where they come up with it, but I don't price them, I just report them. It's $1,042,300, which is also an excellent price for a house in that neighborhood. You're relatively close to Duval Street, you're close to the beach, You're close to a few nice restaurants. You're close to the dog park. You're close to the Casa Marina, resort, which has a great tiki bar, pool bar restaurant setting, as well as a fine dining restaurant. And you're relatively close down to Duval Street. $1,042,300 may be an odd, unique price, but it's a great price. Then we go to the Key West Golf Club. This one is definitely my deal of the day. I usually like to pick out one that I feel is the best deal of the day. It's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, 780 square foot townhome. I really like the Key West Golf Club a lot. It's got 24-hour gated security, and they're very strict on who they let through that gate. You have to definitely prove you live there, you're renting there, you own a home there, or you have reason to be there before they'll let you in. Then they also have somebody 24 hours either walking the property or riding around in a golf cart with a security officer. They have 2 nice pools. The bigger pool outshines any luxury resort pool in Key West, in my opinion. It's just a great high-end luxury pool. It's got a unique shape to it. It has a waterfall filtration system. There's plenty of seating. There's chaise lounge chairs in the shade if you don't want to be in the sun. There's chaise lounge chairs out in the sun if you want to get a tan. There's tables and chairs if you want to have lunch or just sit and have a soft drink or a beer by the pool. Just no glass allowed, obviously. Some of those are in the shade. Some of the tables have umbrellas, and some of the tables are right out in the sun if you want to get some sun while you're sitting by the pool. This one's being offered at $589,000, which is an extremely low price for any property in the Key West Golf Course. This is definitely the best deal we have today. Next in Key West's Newtown neighborhood on Harriet Ave, in a section we call Smurf Village. The locals named it Smurf Village back in the late 80s, early 90s, because the houses look kind of like the houses from that cartoon, the Smurfs with the little blue people. This one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,032 square foot house. It's being offered at $565,000, which sounds like a great deal for a house in Key West. But this is one you're going to hear me do what you don't hear realtors say very often. I would not buy this house. I just don't like the Smurf Village houses. Somehow the developer got them all deeded as single-family homes, but there's actually 4 units in one building, so it's more like a townhome, but it has a single-family deed. All that being said, they have no HOA rules or no townhouse rules or condo association rules. So there's nothing governing who can do what with their home or who has to pay for what. If the building needs a new roof, if you have 4 cooperative neighbors, it works out great, and each one puts in 25% and puts the new roof on the building. Or if the building needs to be tented for termites, all 4 neighbors have to agree to move out of their house for at least 2, usually 3 days, and all 4 neighbors have to split the cost of the tenting. Unfortunately, with the Smurf Village houses, that doesn't happen a lot. 1 or 2 of the neighbors will refuse to pitch in, and if you just repair the roof over your section of the building and your neighbor's roof leaks, the interior walls, the common walls you share, you're still going to have wood rot in your walls. Or if you do the injection treatment for the termites and get rid of the termites in your section, within a month, your neighbor's termites are going to make their way right back over to your into your house that you just treated. So, in a good situation, if you have 4 cooperative neighbors that all pitch in their fair share, it can be a great living situation, but it's just too much of a gamble for me. I've seen cases go to court where the neighbors have tried to take the other people that live in the building to court to pitch in for the roof or to move out for the termite tenting. They've refused, and the ones who refused actually won because there are no rules. There is nothing governing it saying that they have to. So I just don't like Smurf Village. I've sold a few of them. The ones I've sold, I actually required the buyer to sign an addendum saying they're buying this property against realtor's advice. Then the last one we have is a very, very low price home for the Florida Keys. It's a mobile home on Big Pine. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's 780 square feet. And it's being offered at only $245,000, which is extremely low for any property anywhere in the Florida Keys. Without question, it's definitely an old-fashioned trailer in an old-fashioned trailer park, absolutely. But to get a home you own in the Florida Keys for $245,000 is unheard of. If you want to just get a cheap crash pad or you're working local and that's all you can afford, you want a weekend getaway, it's definitely worth taking a look at. That's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at any of these homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305 731-0501. And don't forget to check out my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.